Hi friends, Laura here from Lalo Yoga and Wellness. In today's practice, we are going to be focusing on being inversion free. And what that really means is just keeping our head at heart level or above. So I don't know about you, but sometimes when allergy season kicks in, you can kind of hear it in my voice a little bit, taking that head down below the heart is a little too much pressure in the sinuses. So I wanted to offer us something alternative to do. So that's what we're doing today. Let's get started. We're going to start today's practice in a seated position. Any position you want to be in works just fine. So find the seated position you'd like to be in. Find something that will allow you to lengthen out through your spine. And just take a minute to check in with your body, check in with your mind, see how you're feeling today. And remember that you can just let things go as those thoughts are passing through your head or feeling discomforts in your body. Just let them go. And we start to tune into our breath. You can keep your eyes open or close them if that feels more comfortable for you. And we start to slow the breath down just a bit. And as we slow down, we lengthen out that breath, maybe taking it a little bit deeper into the lungs or a little bit longer. And then as we exhale, we take that long, slow breath out. Every time we inhale, we want to sit up a little bit taller. Every time we exhale, we want to soften into our seated position. Take a few more breaths here, going at your own pace. And on your next exhale, let the lips open and just sigh that breath away. Eyes are closed. You might want to start to blink them open. We're going to start with just a little bit of a neck release. Let the chin drop to the chest. And then we take the chin, just look over the left shoulder. Bring it back down to the center. Look over the right shoulder. Let's do that again. Take your time moving through. Chin to chest. Looking over. Bring that chin back to the chest. And then we lift the gaze. Let's bring the knees side by side here. We're going to wrap the hands either under the legs or on top of the shins. You decide what feels best as we move into a seated cow and cat. So we're going to lean back into it. Let the chin drop, scoop those hips. Just allow gravity to make a little stretch here at the back of your shoulders. And then we start to bring ourselves in toward the body. Lift the gaze. Feel those sit bones right there on the floor. And exhale. Inhale. One more time, exhale. Inhale. Exhale, start to level out your gaze right here. We're going to take these hands, bring them right to the top of the mat, bring your knees directly under your hips to come into tabletop. Now remember, our goal is to be inversion free, so we want to keep the head above the heart. If it helps you, you can always use your blocks. That's also going to take a little bit of the pressure off of your hands. Let's find that cow and cat here in this position. Inhale, lift the gaze, let the belly drop, tailbone tipping toward the ceiling. Exhale, scooping the hips, rounding the spine, tucking the chin, taking your gaze toward your thighs. Inhale and lift. Exhale. One more time, inhale and lift. And exhale. Find your neutral spine. We're just going to take this table and start to circle it around. Keeping that head above the heart. We're working through the wrist. If it's bothering your wrist, you can always come up onto your knuckles. And then we take that circle around the other way. And we pause here in the center. Start to walk your hands back toward your body, onto your thighs. Lift the chest. Let's take a nice big deep breath right here. Lifting the gaze. Exhale, bring the heels of your hands to rest right on the top of the backside here, bringing your elbows toward the midline of the body. Bit of opening here through the chest. Take a deep breath. Exhale. And then we level out our gaze and we release the arms. Let's take the hands down to the mat again. We're going to step forward with the right foot and lean in just a little bit, opening up that hip. Keeping the chest high, maybe the fingertips are on the ground for support. And then we shift our weight back to a kneeling pyramid. Bring your chest over the thigh, and then we push the weight forward. Lift the chest a bit higher, and sit back. And come back in. One more time. We come back in, reach the hands high, and drop your left hand back toward that left thigh. Reach high. Exhale, swinging both hands down. Step into a squat side by side, and then we step back on the other foot. Drop that right knee down to come into your low lunge. Open up through the hip. Maybe we take the hands off the floor and then we shift the weight back. Kneeling pyramid. Drop the chest a little lower if you can. Shift the weight forward. Shift the weight back. Shift that weight forward. Shift that weight back. Shifting that weight forward. Pause here. Let's take a nice big deep breath up. Sweep your right hand back down to the right calf, reaching that left hand high. Just open the chest a little bit here. And on the exhale, bring the hands back down to the mat. Tuck your toes under. Let's push off with this right foot and step into that slow squat, reaching the hands high, coming into a chair pose. So we've got some space here between the feet. Look down. You want to make sure you can still see your toes. Can't quite see your toes, maybe shift your weight back slightly or stand a little taller. Reach high. Inhale, stand tall. Exhale, squeezing your glutes, push the hips forward and cactus the arms, lifting through the chest. Find a mini back bend. Inhale and reach. Exhale, left hand reaches back, right hand reaches forward. While we're pushing our hips toward the front, always working our way to the front. Inhale, sweep the left hand down, face front, pick up the right, cactus the arms. Inhale and reach. Exhale, right hand reaches back. Little standing twist, moving our spine. Inhale, sweep the right hand down, face front, pick up that left hand, cactus the arms. Inhale and reach. Exhale, hands come right here to heart center. Take a breath. Making sure we still have a little bit of space here between the feet. Start to sit back, reach the hands high, come into your chair pose. Sit back into it just a little bit. Lifting your left foot off the floor, take a big step back. Back heel stays off the ground to come into a runner's lunge. Let the arms come down. Sink in and really open up that hip. Right knee stays above the right ankle. Inhale, scoop your hips forward, reach those hands high. Exhale, cactus the arms, bend your left knee and dip down. Inhale and reach. Exhale and dip. Inhale and reach. Exhale and dip. Inhale and reach. Exhale, coming down into a plank pose. So we're going to put both hands here on the floor. Step back. Remember our goal to keep our head above the heart. You might be here on the knees. That works too. You decide where you want to be. Left knee comes to left elbow, and we step back. Right knee to right elbow, and we step back. Left knee and right knee. Left knee, pause here. Just set your left knee down on the ground. Set your right leg down on the ground. And now we just walk these hands a little bit closer to the body. Listen to your low back. See how it's feeling. Take a breath. Shoulders away from the ears. Now I just want you to roll to your right side, keeping that left knee bent, and leave it on the outside of your right leg. Inhale, reach the hands high. Exhale, half Lord of the Fishes. A little too close to my door here. Inhale, reaching both hands high. Drop the hands right behind your head. Pull that left knee in. Pull the right knee in. And the left. And the right. And the left. And the right. 10 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pause here. Left knee still bent. We're going to drop the right hand down to the mat, right next to your back side. Get grounded in that right heel, lifting right up into Wild Thing. Take your gaze to the top of the mat, flip back over, and find your plank. Find your left knee again, step in, drop down into a low lunge. Right hand close to your left foot, sweep up through the left hand, revolved low lunge. Take a breath. Tuck your right toes under, lift off the ground, still reaching for that revolved lunge. Sweep the hand down, face front, runner's lunge. Inhale, lifting both hands high, crescent lunge, bending through the right knee. Step forward into chair. Exhale into mountain. Take a breath. How's that? Should we try the other side? Inhale, reach up for chair. Pause here. Check your chair position. Breathe. Inhale, lift the right knee. Exhale, big step back. Back heel stays off the ground. Scoop the right hips. Reach the hands high. Inhale and reach. Exhale, dip. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, bring the hands down to the floor. Step back into plank. Right knee to right elbow. Step back. Left to left. Step back. Right and left. Right, pause here. Put that right knee down. Put the left leg down. Keep it long. Walk the hands a little closer to the body. Create some space along your neck. One more breath. Rolling to your left. Let's keep that right foot on the outside of the left knee. Inhale and reach. Exhale, half Lord of the Fishes. Take that twist, possibly looking over your shoulder. Inhale, face the feet, reach your hands high. Let's drop the hands right behind your head. Pull that right knee in, then the left, then the right. We continue that side to side for 10 seconds. . 3, 2, and 1. Left leg long, right foot on the floor. Left hand on the ground. Inhale, reach up through the right hand. Find your wild thing. Look down at the mat, flip it over. Step forward with your right foot between the feet, or hands rather. Low lunge. Left hand next to your right foot, sweep up through the right hand. Revolved low lunge. Take a breath. Let's tuck the toes under, straighten out the back leg. Revolved runner's lunge. Drop the hand down, runner's lunge. Inhale, scoot the hips, reach the hands, crescent. Push off from that back leg, step into chair. And mountain pose. Take a breath. Take the feet a little wider. Toes out, heels in. Start to lower down. Coming into Malasana, drop as low as you can, maybe sitting on a block, maybe using your hands out front for balance, maybe hands at the elbows, or pressing together to open the hips. One more breath. Bring your hands behind you, lower down. And create that V shape with your body right here. We're going to reach the hands out long. Keep the feet grounded. Take a deep breath. Sit up a little taller through the chest. Exhale. Sweep back in the left arm. Inhale, come up. Right side. Sweep. Inhale. Exhale. Continue going at your own pace. Working with your breath, taking that big sweep, really twist through the torso here so we hit those obliques. Pause here and slowly roll all the way down. Reach your hands up toward the ceiling. Walk your feet a little bit closer and extend those legs right up to the ceiling. We're going to be reaching down. Opposite arm and leg. You can hover that bottom leg or let it touch the ground or tap down with your toes. And then we return to center and go to the other side. Continue going at your own pace, alternating opposite arm and leg. Ten more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Let's drop those feet down, drop the arms down. Take a little breath here. Heel toe your feet toward the edges of your mat, keeping the hands or the legs a little bit wide here between the knees. Reach your arms out like the letter T, and just begin to windshield wiper your legs side to side, unloading your low back. A little easy hip mobility. And let's leave the knees on one side. Breathe through it. Slowing down your breath. And we bring those knees right up to the center. And continue with the windshield wiper side to side. Let's let the knees drop to the other side this time. Making sure both shoulder blades stay connected to the floor. Let's bring both knees right back up to the center and draw the knees into your chest. Take a deep breath, deep enough for your low belly to push your thighs out just a bit. Exhale, draw the knees in. Inhale. Exhale. Come back to neutral and just rock those knees side to side. And then start to draw a big circle to the right, stopping on any parts that feel a little bit tight. And then we take that circle around the other way. And we come back to the center. Let your feet come down to the floor, right to the edges of your mat. Let the knees fall together, arms just relaxing alongside the body. Palms up, a little more open to receiving energy. Palms down, a little more grounding. And you can stay right here in restorative pose or extend the legs out as we begin to move into Shavasana. Taking a quick body scan, starting from the bottoms of the feet right up through your ankles, to your knees, through the hips, softening, relaxing, and slowing down. From the base of the hips, breathe in all the way up the spine. Feel it come all the way to the crown of your head, and then as you exhale, bring that breath down the front side of your body, stopping at the pelvis. Inhale up the back. Exhale down the front. Just imagine that loop of your breath rolling through your torso. As you breathe in, your hips, your back, your neck, all the way up to the crown start to soften. As you exhale down the forehead, your face, the throat, chest, belly, begin to relax. And then you spread that softness down the arms, right through the fingertips. We take a moment to allow ourselves to just be. And you can stay here in your Shavasana for as long as you'd like. And whenever you feel ready for it, start to make your way to a seated position. Letting the chin drop to the chest, right back where we started. Taking a look over one shoulder. Sliding that chin to the chest, taking that look to the other shoulder. Dropping the chin to the chest. If the eyes are closed, we start to blink them open. We take a final deep breath together, out and up. Bringing those hands together. May you have peace in your thoughts, kindness in your words, and hope in your hearts, from my heart to yours. Namaste.